Hello, welcome to Flow and Open with Amy. My name is Amy. Thank you so much for joining me today in this beautiful Colorado aspen forest. This is the waxing moon flow. So this flow is going to be all about growth, growing, taking up space as you begin this journey towards reaching your full potential. So we're going to start this practice in child's pose. So go ahead and find child's pose on your mat. So send the hips down towards the heels, knees can be together, splayed out a little bit wider, and stretch the arms out in front of you. Let the head fall down to the earth. And really the purpose of this child's pose here is just to take a couple of grounding breaths. Just allowing yourself to arrive here, to this space, this moment in time. To leave behind anything you don't want to bring onto the mat, anything that's no longer serving you. Just connecting to your breath, your heart, your life force, your prana. Good. So as we build this practice, we're going to be slowly taking up more space, allowing ourselves to grow and expand. And so maybe you choose to pick a mantra for this class that has to do with something like that. Growing, taking up space, expanding, and knowing that here on your mat in this moment is a safe place for you to do that. Good. Come onto your hands and knees in tabletop position. Let's start taking some cat and cow movements. So lifting that heart, the chest as you inhale, and rounding the back as you exhale. And just letting your breath guide you, taking you on its own journey, on its own pace. Through these cat-cow movements, just gently awakening the spine and beginning to connect your breath with your movements. Good. At the bottom of your next exhale, let's find a neutral spine. And we're going to go ahead and send the hips up and back and find downward facing dog. In this downward dog, just pedal the feet out, dropping one heel, then the other. Gently rock the hips back and forth. Once again, just gently allowing your body to make its way into this pose, maybe for the first time today. Good. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. And immediately just bend that knee, turn the belly button to face the long edge of your mat, and just start to open up that hip. So maybe you take a couple circles here. And then the other direction. Good. Straighten that leg back out. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, send that foot up in between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Reach the arms up and find high crescent lunge. Beautiful. So high crescent lunge. All 10 toes are facing the front of your mat. You're up on the ball of that back heel or back foot. Good. Take a giant inhale here. And as you exhale, open up, find warrior two pose. So really stretch and lengthen out through the arms, opening up your chest and your heart space. Look towards those right fingertips. Good. On your next inhale, come down into side angle pose. Bringing that right arm to the right thigh and reaching the left arm up overhead. Good. Lovely. Good. Continue to circle that left hand around. Put all the weight in the right foot. Come up onto the right foot and find half moon pose. So lifting that back leg off the ground. You do have the option to keep the toes close or tap the ground if that feels good. Open up through the hips, open up through the chest, Reach that left arm up towards the sky. Stay here for just a couple breaths. Taking up space, trusting, and allowing. Good. Start to bend into that front knee. Drop the back foot down. Reverse the warrior. Reach that right arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back into plank pose. And immediately send the hips up and back to find downward facing dog. Beautiful. So let's take this to the other side. So as you inhale, reach that left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee and start to open up the hip. Maybe take those hip circles, a few in one direction, a few in the other. Good. Next inhale, straighten that leg out. As you exhale, drive it in between the hands. Inhale, arms come up, find high crescent lunge. Left foot in front. Good. Really feel the opening in that right hip flexor. Pressing forward with the left hip at the same time, pressing back with the right. Excellent. Take giant inhale, and as you exhale, open up, find warrior two. Stretch the arms wide. Allowing yourself to grow, to expand, to take up space. Good. Find extended side angle once again on this side. Elbow comes to thigh. Right arm extends the angle towards the front of your mat. So you're rooting down through the knife edge of that back foot, shooting energy all the way out through the right fingertips. Good. Start to encircle that hand around, put the weight, all of the weight onto the front foot, and lift up. Find half moon pose. Once again, you always have the option to have a block, maybe if you need the floor closer, or to tap the back toes behind you. But wherever you are, and however you're choosing to take up space on your mat right now, stay here for just a couple more breaths. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Good. Start to bend into that front knee. Drop the back foot down. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step the front foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a giant inhale in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale it out. Good. Come back down onto your hands and knees in tabletop position. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. As you inhale, reach the right leg behind you and the left arm in front of you. Pull the belly button up and in towards your spine to protect your low back. Now you can stay here, or you have the option to reach that hand behind, bend the knee, and grab your foot. So grabbing the foot with the left hand, bending that knee, pressing the foot into the hand, and you'll feel an opening in that right quad and also across the chest. Good. Gently release. Straighten both the leg and the hand and drop them back down. Let's take that to the other side. So inhale, left leg goes behind you, right arm goes in front, belly button pulls in towards the spine, shoulders stay out of the ears. Option to stay here, option to bend that left knee, reach the right arm back and grab your foot and press the foot into the hand. Once again, opening up through the chest and through that left quad as well. Stay where you are for just a couple more breaths. Good. Release the foot, reach the arm and leg long once again. And exhale, bring both hand and knee back down to the mat. This time as you inhale, just reach the right leg behind you. curl the toes of the left foot and go ahead and press back into downward facing dog with the right leg in the air. So immediately finding three-legged dog. Good. Take a giant inhale. And as you exhale, send that right foot up in between the hands. Spin the back foot down about 45 degrees and rise up to warrior one pose. Good. Warrior one. Reaching the arms up. Hip points facing the front of the mat. Back foot at about a 45-degree angle. The heel is down. Excellent. Inhale here, reach out through the fingertips, get long through the side body. And as you exhale, pitch forward, find warrior three. So all the energy on that front foot. Shooting the left leg just straight back behind you. Hips are facing the mat. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Arms can go wherever feels good. Behind you, to the side, prayer position, or out in front. Once again, you always have the option to tap the toe or to keep that toe very close to the ground. Good. Slowly start to open the hips and find half moon from here. So open your hips to face the long edge of the mat. Drop that right arm down. Reach the left arm up. Finding our half moon pose once again. Now you have the option this time to take a bind. So bending that left knee, grabbing the foot with the left hand, just like we did on our hands and knees. Except this time we're balancing and it's the same side of the body. So wherever you are in your half moon, just be there. Trust yourself and breathe. Good. Gently come out of it. Bring the hands down to frame that foot. Step back into downward facing dog. Excellent. Come back down onto your hands and knees, back into tabletop position. We're going to take that one more time just on the other side. So inhale, reach the left leg long behind you, curl the toes of your right foot. And as you exhale, keeping that left leg in the air, push back into downward facing dog. Three-legged dog. Good. As you exhale, bring that left foot forward in between your hands. Spin down on the back foot. Inhale and rise up to find warrior one pose. Take a couple breaths here. Really feel this pose. Good. Start to pitch your weight forward and fly into warrior three. Hips facing the mat. Once again, letting the hands fall wherever you need them to be today. Good. Now we'll start to drop that left hand and open the hips. Find half moon on this side. So opening up, reaching that right arm towards the sky. And just like we did on the other side, you do have the option to take that bind here. So bending into that right knee, grabbing it with the right hand, staying balanced on the left foot. And wherever you are, you're breathing, you're allowing yourself to take up space, allowing yourself to grow. Good. Wherever you are, start to drop that back leg, frame the front foot, send that left foot back, take downward facing dog just for one breath. Good. Drop the knees, drop the hips towards the heels, take child's pose, returning to this place that we started the practice with. So stay in this child's pose for the next few breaths. And as you stay here, I want you to think about the ways that you've grown, the ways that you have allowed yourself to change and move through life. And how grateful are you for growth? It's not always pretty. It can definitely be messy. It usually is messy. But to have the opportunity all throughout life to learn and grow, to not have to stay the same, to be able to change paths, change ways that no longer serve us. How beautiful is that? And as you slowly start to work your way up to a comfortable seat, keep your eyes closed or just find a soft gaze, just keeping your energy inward. Come to a comfortable seat in your own way. With the waxing moon growing with every day, every night that passes, I'm always reminded of the opportunity and the beauty in the opportunity to grow and to take up space and to know that that full moon night is coming where you can shine bright and be yourself. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Thank you so much for flowing with me in this waxing moon flow. To continue this practice to the open part of Flow and Open with Amy, the journaling prompt for you today is, in what ways have I grown that I'm proud of? So I'm sure there are ways that you have grown all throughout your life that you're proud of. New versions of yourself you've uncovered, old habits or patterns that were no longer serving you, leaving those behind. So take some time, maybe right after this practice would be great, to sit with that journaling prompt and write it out. Really be proud of yourself for how far you've come. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.